This is a cemetery that, because I live about a mile from here, I must go past here dozens of times a week, never paying too much close attention to it. So I thought today I'd check it out. This is the Altona Cemetery near the corner of Macada and Altona Roads. It's a pretty interesting place. It's a no-frills cemetery, pretty simple, not very large, probably no more than 4 acres. It's well cared for. And as is usually the case with almost any cemetery, there's a mixture of monuments and memorials here. Some are large and very monumental and opulent, grand. Others are incredibly simple. Some people lived a great long life, others not so long, and their stones are very simple but also very poignant. They tell a story, especially when it's an infant who passed away. There's actually a very interesting story about what was at one time a separate village called Altona, which was right here in this area a long, long time ago.
St. Thomas United Church of Christ Cemetery is the old graveyard that is located next to the church. Few burials occurred after 1900. Altona Cemetery, also known as Macada Cemetery, is located across the road. Altona, which is on what is now the northern part of Bethlehem, is said to have been mostly settled by Moravian youths who refused to marry brides chosen for them. The Moravians have a German heritage, and Germany is home to Altona, west of Hamburg. The general store grew up in the farming community called Macada that once spanned the outskirts of a city better known for Moravians and steel. Over a century, it became the post office and the trolley and school bus stop. William H. Best, born in Moore Township, started the store in 1889 shortly after marrying a Macada girl, Savila E. Fogel. They ran the business from their home until the 1890s when they built the store, a simple structure with wide plank wooden floorboards and shelves lining the walls. Next door at 3001 Linden Street, a potbelly stove later sat in the middle of the room. Best quickly became more than a storekeeper. He became Republican Party committeeman for the 14th Ward, the Northampton County Sheriff, and the Macada Postmaster. The post office was at Best's door by 1895, and Best had a hand in its naming. Old newspaper stories say some wanted to name the post office Altona, after the nearby village, but others voiced concerns it would be confused with the larger post office at Altoona in Blair County. Best gets credit for suggesting his post office be named Macada, after the first macadam blacktop road near the intersection.
Now you may ask, in this cemetery, is there anyone buried here who is very famous? I can't really answer that, but I do know one thing. There is a person buried here who you probably remember if you're older than a certain age, because his business was a landmark located at the corner of Macada Road and Linden Street, or Route 191.